In this example, we are given sine alpha is negative 3/5, where alpha is in quadrant 4. So we want to find out cosine alpha and tangent alpha. 3/5, then opposite side over adjacent side, which is 3/5. By the Pythagorean theorem, we then know the adjacent side OA is 4. Okay, so it's 5 squared minus 3 squared, which is 25 minus 9 gives us 16, which equals 4. So adjacent side OA is 4. Then we know cosine alpha will be 4/5. We know the absolute value of cosine. Absolute value of cosine alpha is 4/5. Okay, but we were given alpha is in quadrant 4 right here. So cosine alpha in quadrant 4, then we know cosine alpha should be positive. Tangent alpha is the ratio of sine, which is negative 3/5 over cosine. Then we know tangent will be 3/4. You cancel denominator 5, which is negative. Here is negative, here is positive. So then you have a tangent alpha is negative, which is opposite side 3 over adjacent 4. So 3/4. But we know alpha in quadrant 4. Alpha in quadrant 4, then it tells us tangent alpha has to be negative 3/4. Okay, so we know sine value, we know cosine value, and we know tangent value. Now we're going to do something here. So we want to find out sine pi/4 subtract alpha. And then we're going to use the difference formula for sine. One angle pi/4 minus another one, alpha. Sine, when you use the formula, you can read sine, cosine, cosine, sine. And then sine, the first angle is pi/4. The second angle is alpha. For sine, here is negative. Here we get negative as well. Okay, and then sine, cosine, cosine, sine, cosine the first angle, sine the second angle. So then sine pi/2 is radical 2/2. Cosine alpha is the value from here, 4/5, put right here, and then minus cosine pi/4 is radical 2/2. Sine alpha is given negative 3/4. Okay, so 2 times 5 is 10. We keep it. Negative, so it's positive. So positive 3 radical 2 plus 4 radical 2, we have a 7 radical 2 on denominator. Okay, now here is plus, so here is minus, For cosine, if here is plus, you then have what? You then have a minus here. Okay? And then cosine, you'd read as cosine, cosine, sine, sine. Okay? Cosine pi over 4 is radical 2 over 2. Cosine alpha we found already here, 4 over 5. Sine pi over 4 is radical 2 over 2. And sine alpha again is given, is negative 3 over 5. So 2 times 5 again is 10. So denominator is 10. And then minus, minus, we get plus. Okay. So then we have a 3 radical 2 plus 4 radical 2. We got the same value. 7 radical 2 over 10. They are equal. The last one. The last one is the formula here. Okay, we learned tangent alpha minus pi over 4, then will be tangent alpha minus tangent pi over 4 divided by 1 plus, is not subtraction, is plus. Then the product of the tangent alpha and then tangent pi over 4. That's the product. Okay. All right. Now, we know tangent alpha we have found is negative 3 over 4. That's tangent alpha. Okay. 3 over 4. So then minus tangent pi over 4 is 1. Now, downstairs is 1 plus tangent alpha is negative 3 over 4. Tangent pi over 4 is 1. So then we have that. 1 here times tangent alpha, which is negative 3 over 4. Now, denominator is 1 minus 3 over 4. 1 is 4 over 4. So 4 minus 3 gives us 1. And then 1 over 4 downstairs is 1 over 4. Upstairs is negative 3 over 4 minus 4 over 4. So we then have a negative 7 over 4. We cancel denominator 4. We have a negative 7. All right. Okay. I'll see you next time.